Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Liminal Industries. I am very excited for today's episode because we finally are automating copper, zinc, and iron. But before we get into that, I want to do some renovations to this base because in the last episode, we finally unlocked brass casing. So I want to replace all of the treated wood for the base with brass casing. But the best way to do that is to create a pulverizer, because with the pulverizer, we can get fiberboard really easily by getting tons of sawdust. So I need to make a pulverizer, which means we have a little bit of work in front of us. So let's get right into that, and then we can start today's episode. Which means first things first, we need to make another machine frame. And with that, then we can create the pulverizer. As we know, the machine casing is pretty easy to make. The machine frame is pretty easy to make. I just need to make a couple more heavy engineering blocks, because I only have one, and I need a couple more. Thankfully, we have all of the resources needed to create the machine casings. So I just need to make a heavy engineering block, and I have all of these. I just need to get a couple more soul fuses with my gold here. There we go, perfect. So now we can use this to create the pulverizer. Pretty simple creation here. So I need this, these, and last but not least, some of these, which means we can now create the pulverizer. Beautiful. All I need left is some wire and a connector, like so. Connect it up. Beautiful. And now we just have to put some wood blocks in here. So we take our bamboo and pulverize. Beautiful. Look at that. We're going to get so much sawdust from this, and it just uses power, which we technically have unlimited of. Amazing. Sweet. And with this, we can get tons of fiberboard, and with the fiberboard, we can get tons of brass. So let's get right on into dismantling and replacing this base. And here it is. I think it looks amazing. The stairs are a bit off. I will replace these with dark oak eventually because we don't have much, but there is going to be a way to get quite a bit of it using the phytogenic insulator eventually. So eventually we will get to replacing these, but this is it. This is all of the casing replacing the wood. Now, as I said, I am going to keep the buildings as the treated wood just so there's some differentiation from the two. But I think this looks pretty nice. I really like the yellow outline. But yeah, that's honestly just my opinion. I'm very curious to hear what you guys think in the comments below. So feel free to comment what your opinions are on it. I like it. If you guys don't, I can change it all back. Who knows? Just, I guess time will tell. But yes, this is it for right now until we replace all the stairs. But I quite like it. And with that out of the way, I think it's time to get into our episode. I know this was a little bit longer of an introduction, but I just wanted to get this out of the way before I started on everything else. So let's get right on into it. And now to the important parts. We're going to be automating Viridium, Azurine, and Crimsite. These three things give us iron, zinc, and copper. And if we have an unlimited amount of these three things, I think we're going to be pretty set for the near future. So let's get started with these two, because I'm not going to automate them completely. I'm not going to automate, I'll probably automate the crushing and I will probably use the crushing to then, where's that block? Right here, I will probably put compacting drawers, and once they are crushed, then I can have them basically be compacted into bigger variations. So I will be automating these getting kind of compacted a bit and crushed down, but I will not be automating full automation. However, with the iron, I will be automating that because we have to do that in the nether. So I'm going to create a full farm in the nether to automate this. So, of course, I'm going to save that for last. So let's get started with these two guys. All we need are 2 igneous extruders, lava, which we have a decent amount of, and the alchemy catalysts, which we also have a few of. We made a couple last episode. So let me first create the igneous extruders because we have made those so many times already. Let's just zoom through that really quickly. See, drill head, light engineering block. So all we need are the drill heads, and then we can put these on top of the light engineering blocks. Oh, do I have to do it manually? Probably. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So then I just have to pick these up, and now we have the igneous extruders for the automation here. Perfect. Now we can just get into automating these things. Now the first two are actually going to be fairly easy to do because Viridium as well as the Azurine both come from the same place, porous stone and skulk. And porous stone comes from the cured skulk. So let's go set up this area. So I think I'm going to use this back room here to automate these at least a little bit. Here's our porous stone, and then the skulk is in here. So first things first, I'm going to take down this mob farm. There are some other mob areas around that I can take over and convert into mob farms, but I think for now this has done more than enough help, and now we can use it for something much better in my opinion. And there we go. Now this whole area is cleaned up. Sweet. Which means all that is left is to basically automate these two things. And I think the best way to do that, or to go about that way, is to light this up so we can see. because this is a dock area. But the second, or the next thing I want to do is place this on top of here. And this on top. And this on top of here. Oh, wait, that's the wrong block. Oops, a daisy. That guy right there. Okie dokie. Now, actually, I'm going to move you. I'm going to move you to right here. Then these will both be outputting onto the same belt. I think I'll have a belt come around to here, this way, and go into here, where it will then get crushed and then sorted. So let's just do that really quick. That shouldn't, honestly, this shouldn't be too difficult, hopefully. So what I'm going to be needing is some brass funnels. That way I can automate, or sort rather, the different things. But I think I'm going to go for a brass tunnel, which is only 2 more of the brass and cured glue. So let me get 2 cured glue. I need 1 of the electron tubes here. And then I need 2 brass right there. Perfect. So I can do this, this, and this. There are some brass 2 tunnels. And then I need some belts. We'll just take a stack of that. We'll take a stack of these. I think I'm going to be using some more water wheels. I know, I'm lazy. I don't care. I'm using water wheels. They're fun. So let me take some of the steel I have somewhere. Here's some steel. And thankfully we have a great amount of treated wood planks now. So I can take these, transform these all into treated sticks, and then if I just come to the water wheel, I think I'll do the smaller water wheels. I'll do 2 or 3, and then I can take these, do this, take those, and do this. 1, 2, 3, I think is more than enough, hopefully. So we're gonna put our power up here. We can do, I think we'll do right over here. 1, 2, 3. And I just need some bamboo planks to block all the water from escaping. Okay. As well as on this backside. There we go. And then I also need this, so I can make infinite water source and infinite water source. Perfect. We can just do... Oh. I need to do this. One there. And 2 there. I'm just gonna do a 3rd one just to be safe. Sweet. Oh, we got a leak. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's just cover that up. Perfect. Now we have power coming out this way. And we can do that. Just like so. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have these come in this way. Which means I'm gonna want to do... shaft right there and a shaft right here, because that's diagonal. There we go. Can connect all of these up. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Okay. And then I just need to put funnels right there. These will come up into here. I can come across like this. Over to here. Okay, and then I just do that and that. Perfect. Okay. Now, let's see. So this one will be the Viridium, and this one will be the other one. Then they'll come this way. If I take shaft here and here, and then do 4 vertical gearboxes. can do the crushing wheels. Okie dokie. And then these will come down into the compactors. Perfect. So I do need just a couple more blocks, but while we wait for that, I'm going to take some cobblestone here. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we put the lava into these. Then they will start automating the viridium and such. Oh, and they need the alchemy catalysts. One there, one there. Lovely. Okay. So then I'm just going to take some of that and some of that. Awesome sauce. I can come over here. That will let everything in. Distribution method. So I'm going to do these here and these here. There we go. I think it should be as simple as that, if I'm not wrong. Anything should go in here. Maybe we have to do that and then get an item list filter and put those in there. Maybe. Alrighty. I will be back once I have the remaining blocks ready. Alrighty, we should be good now. So I can just do this and this. And then I can set each of these for whatever type they are. So this one is the azurine. So I could do that and that. And then I think I can do this. Ah, there we go. So up to exactly 10. So then it should always release 10. I think 10's probably a good number. There we go. Now those will both always release 10. Okay. Perfect. And then as they come up to here, I'm going to take a list filter. And do this and this. Ignore data, allow list, allow. So it will always allow those. And then it should always pop them out this way, to which they will get crushed. And then we can just do this, this. The compactors, one here, one here. I can't use these quite yet because they're not the compacted yet type yet. Alrighty, so with this setup, it should release the... Because when it crushes, it'll crush both. Let's see. Viridium, when it gets crushed, it'll crush both raw copper and copper nuggets. 80% chance for both. So if I take a brass tunnel here and do this... Wait a minute. I won't... Okay, do this and this. Put the compactors here. And then for these, I can do the funnels. Perfect. And these ones will eventually take in... Oh, whatever they're called. So I'll have the side ones take in the nuggets. So the nuggets will go in here. Or the nuggets will go in here. And then I will have the raw ores go into here. Yes, I like that. Okay. And then I can automate that all once it happens. But I think we are ready to maybe go and get this all hooked up. Which means I just need to do this with that, this with that. Oh, whoops. With that. And this with that. Okay, I feel like that's a decent amount of speed. So I can then take this here. I will do that. Right. Actually, wait, no, I could do that here. Right there. And then bring it down. Okay, so I need to do one more. Like so. Perfect. And I can do this and do this. Overstressed. Welp. I wonder if I can do the bigger cogs. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna make more water wheels and stretch it out. And there we go. Hopefully that's more than enough for what we need. I can take this guy and do that. And then take another one and do this. I just need to flip you around like so. And then do that. Okay, so it is going the wrong way. I just have to easily fix that by doing that. Perfect. Ow, 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 no! Well, that just happened. And with this one block, hopefully this should work. Nope, it doesn't. Oh, brother. Let's see. If I do this. Okay. So then maybe I need to do it like so. Let's test this. Okay, so now that's going the right way. Now that's going the right way. There we go. So I can just pick these up and drop them out like that. Okay. Now let's follow these and see if they work. Unfortunately, the only way to get in here right now is to crouch with the box armor because it wasn't working. Okay. And we got it. It's working. That's amazing. Yes, let's go. All that should be left, I believe, is some upgrades. But here is unlimited copper, unlimited zinc, and these crushed ones we can then transform into other things. But there it is. That's amazing. Oh, this is so cool. Now, I guess eventually I'm gonna have to get those blocks that can break both sides of the wall piercers. How do I make these? They seem to probably be a little bit off. Oh, maybe not. Induction smelter is the first one I need to make. So maybe these aren't too far off, but they... How do I get electrum? Induction smelter as well? Actually, yeah, these don't seem too bad. I might be able to create those and then make a better walkway through here. I could like open up right here or something like that. Maybe right here I make a door. But yeah, for right now, here it is. Here is the automated zinc and copper. It looks like copper is probably a lot more common because we have 12 of those and 5 of those, unless we have a blockage somewhere, but it should be working just fine. It's pretty messy, but I'm new to Create, so pretty messy is probably going to be something you guys will get used to after a little while. Oh yeah. Alrighty, I'm going to go get some upgrade cards, and then we can hop into automating the red one. What's the crimsite? Alrighty. Let's get right on into that. Let's do it. So the best part about automating iron is I can do it completely in the nether. Like completely. I can put that there, take my cobblestone and put that there like so, and now start automating the blocks here, the crimsite. And with these, I can then fully automate it where they'll get crushed and then get sorted and burned and all of that. And the way we do that is with the water wheels. A fun fact about these things is they actually like work completely fine with lava. So I'm going to be automating these with the lava here. I have a couple extra buckets. I also have an extra bucket for the encased fan because we're going to have to burn, baby, burn. So let's get right on into that. So this should work pretty easily by just placing these. Might have to make this area a little bit bigger. Get all of this cleared out of the way. There we go. And then I can take these cobblestones here. Do one more like this. And like that. And then just come... I need more cobblestone. Just come straight across here. There we go. Now I can, I think, just do this and this. Haha, there we go. There's even an achievement for it called Magma Wheel. That's awesome. That's so much fun. So the way this is going to work, the way I'm going to do this here, is I'm going to take a depot up here. And I'm going to place it right on top of that. Perfect. So now that should start filtering in. Then I can take an ash alloy filter here, funnel here, and it'll drop them into the crushers, which will then be wheeled out like here to here. Okay, I'm gonna have the fire over here, so I can have that right like so. Now this may look a little confusing, but hopefully this will all work out in a second as soon as I get it kind of tested. Okay, so like that. So they'll come out this way, and these will all go into the... I can take that, put that there. Okay, so into here should be the crimsite. And take a stack of this. Okay. I'm gonna go crush these because crimsite can be crushed. Yeah, I'm gonna go crush these at the base so then I can have that set up. So let me go do that real quick. So a thing I just learned is apparently this creates aluminum and iron. Interesting. So instead of like with the other ones, instead of getting copper chunks, raw copper chunks, or copper nuggets, this gives you raw iron or raw bauxite, which gives you aluminum. So I'm actually going to have this go two different ways then, where instead of that and this, I could probably just go... I could probably just have these go two off. Like so. Yeah. There we go. And then bauxite can go in there. Perfect. So then these will both go into depots, which I'm gonna have to raise this up. Yep, I'm gonna have to raise this up one. Dang it. Let's do that then. Alrighty, so now that this is raised up, that should be working a little bit better, hopefully. So I'm gonna have these both come over here into depots. Right, like so. And these depots are going to be where the lava bucket's burning. So if I can jump up onto this, we can do one. Nope. I could do one, like so. Then two, like so. Okay. And then on top of that, we can do this, 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 and this. Now this isn't meant to be pretty. This isn't meant to be pretty, but it is meant to work well. So let's bring that over to this side. Moa. I can do that and that, and then do that, and then do that. Perfect. And then on top of that, we would have the burning, or the fans, and they will blow the lava down. Like so. Okay. And then from that, we can then take the brass funnels here, do this and this. Alrighty, so these should work by just doing this and this. And I can take the hoppers and do that and that. And then I can just take my list filters here and give them each the smelted item. An aluminum ingot for you. Allow. And this is the aluminum one. So this one would go right here. And then in this one, it's iron. Let me put that one there and allow that. Do that. And then just fill in these holes. And all I need to do left is put the encased fan on. There. I could do that and that. And then take the placeable book, throw it away. Come out this way a little bit. Do that vertical. And then bring that down. Perfect. Ow. Get out of here, placeable. Bring these down. And then I can do the gear ratioing. Do that there. So now that should be going fairly decently quick. I can bring it across like so. Okay, now I just need to create a gearbox, which is one of these. So let's go do that. Place you there. Take ash alloy, do that. Crouch shift and do this. Okay, now I can go back again. Now I could just do that, so that blocks that off. And then this. Okay. So that somewhat works. I'm gonna actually take these cog wheels. Let's take that guy out. There we go. So now it should be coming across down this way. And then if we come over here, I can do a gearbox like so. Which that is sending that one that way. Sweet. And then all that's left is this guy here. Which would be 1, 2. If I place a gearbox, will this be spinning the right way? Let's see. No, it will not. So I just need to place another gearbox like that. There we go. So now these are all spinning the proper ways, thankfully. Then for the crusher, I just need to link this up here like so. Take 2 vertical gearboxes. Do one like that, and then one like that. And I should be able to do this. Okay, are those crushing? They're crushing the right way. It looks like it. Sweet. And then last but not least, take this. I'll need one to be vertical. I should be able to just do this and this. Ha ha ha, yes. Okay. All that's left is the ash alloy funnel. Right there. And that. Sweet. There we go. Now these should... Oh, wait. Don't allow that. There we go. Now these should be coming in and cooking properly. Lovely. Let's see. So iron should come out of this side. And the bauxite should come out of that side. And then it'll all cook. There's the bauxite. And as it cooks, then it'll come into these. And here we go. We have our iron already. And bauxite there. And there's iron automated. Sweet. We have aluminum and iron both automated. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I don't really care about... Oh, brother, you have to happen now? Here, let me fix you up then. I don't care about... What was I saying before my pickaxe so rudely broke on me? I don't care about beautification. It doesn't really have to look beautiful. As long as it works, that is really all I care about. And boy, does it work. It sorts through it, it cooks, and just like so. It's amazing. Haha, maybe I can speed it up a little, but I think for right now, it's pretty good. which means all we should have left for this episode, I think all I want to get left is the different smelters. So let's get right on into that. Now it is time for us to build these 3 machines, the induction smelter, the pyrolyzer, and the phytogenic insulator. To make these though, I need to make them in a specific order. In the order that I read, obviously. I have to make them in this order because to get the pyrolyzer, I need, well, technically I can make the pyrolyzer by itself, but to get the phytogenic insulator, I do need both the pyrolyzer and the induction smelter. I think. I might not need the pyrolyzer for that, actually. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but still. I do need to make the induction smelter first, and then the pyrolyzer, and then the phytogenic insulator. So, it is time to get on into that. The first one, of course, is the induction smelter, which is as easy as taking one of these machine frames, a redstone flux coil thingamajig, 2 electronic components, a blast furnace, and some sand. 2 sand. Then we have a blast furnace out here that I can grab. Blast furnace. Perfect. And then all that's left are the electronic components, which are right here. Perfect. So now I can just put all of these together, like so. And there we go, an induction smelter. Now, let me see here. I need some coils. That's the wrong wire. Oh, here it is, copper spools. I'm gonna need quite a few of these, so I'm just gonna keep them in the inventory for right now. I can just come over here and add this to the collection. Induction smelter. Take one of these and one of these. Push it in. And connect it up. There we go. So now all of these are getting power. This is still getting power, and down there is still getting power. These things are kind of overpowered, not gonna lie. It is insane, because it's also powering this thing right here. So yes, okay, 50,000. Now with this, I can just put different materials in. So with the induction smelter, I can get things like electrum, signalum, fluorescent tubes, and vacuum tubes. And these are going to be what we need to make the advanced electronic component, which should be fairly simple. We're also going to need this blast chiller here, which also just seems pretty simple. I should probably actually add that to the list right there, the blast chiller. This can make quite a few different things as well, it seems. Redstone into redstone blocks, lava into obsidian. Ooh, using power, I can just instantly create obsidian. That'll be great for getting around the backrooms easier. So yes, now that we've got that one down, I can make the pyrolyzer, which is nether bricks, a blaze rod, and then pretty much the same components here. That's as easy as taking these nether bricks, which all we have to do, we already have some made actually, but if I did need to make them, I just need to get regular bricks and then blast them with my soulfire wand. But I can do this. There's our nether bricks, and then we need, I'll just take a couple of these since I know I'll need them all. Take that, and my blaze rods, a blaze rod right there. As well as I'll take just all the machine parts, might as well. Pyrolyzer. Here we are. Now the pyrolyzer can get us coal from the wood. It can get 2 echo shards per skulk scrubber instead of just the 1. And it can get tar, which this will come in later, but for now it can get us tar at some point, which is definitely good to know for the future. So we add this guy to the collection as well. Place this and connect it. There we go. Now this guy is running or filling up as well, so he will be very useful at some point, which leaves us with the phytogenic insulator. But first, we have to make the blast chiller, which is pretty simple. We just need a copper coil block, which is fairly simple to make. We just need to get a bunch of copper wire, and we get 2 copper wire, so we need 4 times 8. Oh no, we just need 8 of these, and we get 2 per iron sheet, or per copper sheet. And I think I already have some sheets made. I guess not. No, I think I only need 4 of these, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think I only need 4. There we go. I can throw these then up here. Oh, we have to connect it. Let's see. I just need to get a shaft, like so. There we go. Now I can throw some copper sheets in here. Boom, perfect. Ow. Now I just need 2 sticks, which I seem to be lacking. Can I use these as sticks? I can, haha. So I could just take 2 of these, put them here, and then surround them like so. There's 4 of those. And then I just put these like that, I think, with a stick? No, what do I do? Not the pyrolyzer, the blast chiller. With an iron ingot. I see. An iron ingot right there. There we go. Perfect. Boom, just like so. Perfect. So I can take this, craft that, come place this over here with all the rest of them. Do that with that and that. Lovely. Okie dokie. Now, I have a feeling if I start using multiple of these machines at once, like if I start using both of these at once, that thing's gonna run out. But as long as I keep it to doing just one at a time, I should be a-okay. Now, what did I need the blast chiller for again? I've already forgotten. Duroplast sheet, that's right. Phenolic resin with a metal press mold. How do we get this? Engineer's workbench, which is fairly easy to make. Okay, let's do that. Engineer's work table. So we need iron, treated wood fences, slabs, and then more slabs, sticks, and a crafting table. So we need 4 for a crafting table, 3 for that, and then we'll just take a couple more for sticks. So we have this here and this here. Perfect. Now I think I could put this right there. Oh, nice. It kind of blends in. That's cool. So now I can take this, and how do I make the metal press? Take an engineer's blueprint with some steel plates and some engineer's wire cutter. Steel plates are as easy as using these steel ingots here. 1, 2, 3. Which, by the way, because we have infinite iron now, we technically have infinite steel. Because all we have to do is cook it in there, which is amazing. So let's see, take those. I need a blueprint. How do I get a blueprint? Blue dye, paper, and an iron sheet. Iron sheet's pretty easy. I can just take this right here. Smash that. There we go. And then I needed blue dye. How do we get blue dye? Actually, wait, can't we get blue dye from the mystical blue petal? Yes, we can. Which means I need my flower pouch. And we have some of these. Perfect. Now, one of those gives 2, which means there's our blue dye. So now I can do this, and then I think all it said I needed left was paper, right? Yes, and we have paper. 1, 2, 3. I think 3 makes paper, correct? Ah, there we go. Paper. I had the crafting recipe off, I guess, but there's that. I can do this. I want to make a plate. So we can do... Oh, wait, do I need steel plates? Oh, I need to squash them down first. That in there, and that in there, and I can do this. Beautiful. Okie dokie. So now I can just put this inside of the blast chiller and then give it some phenolic resin, which we can make in there. Lovely. We actually might have some left over from all of the things here. So let's see, let's pop that in there. And then come over here. Do we have any left? Phenolic resin, we do. Perfect. Ah, sweet. I love it when things just work out. Let's see, I need this for a Duroplast sheet. So let's get 2 buckets worth. Because I think it said 250, so we can get 8 out of 2 buckets, which should help us for the immediate future. 1, 2, just like so. Now we can just come pop these in here. Ooh, nope, 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 nope. Whoops. I don't have to shift click. I can just click it in. My bad. Alrighty, so now we can get all of our Duroplast sheets. Sweet. This is awesome. There it is. And for the phytogenic, I need 2. Right here. Perfect. So here's 2 of these. The way I make them is I need an empowered void crystal, which we get from an empowerer. Oh, brother. Maybe I can't do that quite yet. Oh, brother. I might have to give this one till the next episode. I think the next episode we might get oil, tar, and this. But until then, I can make this, whatever this is. Because it says we'll need this for the tar as well. So, yep, bitumen. Light oil, heavy oil, crude oil. Okie dokie. So yeah, I'm going to make that then. Yep, see, all of these lead to the advanced electronic component. Okay, so in the next episode, since we have automated these, which these quests don't say they're done just because I haven't picked up the crushed stuff yet. But I think in the next episode, we're going to automate these ones. But I can actually do this real quick. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Just to finish out this episode, I want to get some extra questing done. So let's grab a skulk scrubber and go find a skulk scrubber place a jig. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. I don't know where he's at, but he hears me. I'm scared. I'm scared. Where's he at? Is he over this way? He is. Oh, he's right there. Oh my gosh. He's coming. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I need to get out of here. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, not safe. Not safe at all. Let's see if we can find a different area that has skulk. Yeah, that will be most pleasant. Oh my gosh. That's terrifying. Oh boy. Let's see. Is there skulk up here? There is, but that's spider skulk. That's not safe either. One of these days I won't be afraid. But today is not that day. Today is not that day. I recognize this place. Have I made this area family friendly? I have not. No. I want to go to one of the areas that I've already cleared out. I think I cleared out an area over this way. Over yonder. Past the pink room. I have, yes. Yes. Right here. Here we are. I have cleaned out this area, right? Yes, I've spawn-proofed it. Sweet. I forgot. I always forget that. Thank you. Skulk scrubber. There it is. That's that task complete in a way. So now I just have to somehow make it back home without dying, hopefully. I feel like I've gotten too comfortable behind my walls, that now that I'm spending time in places like these where the warden could get me, I'm so nervous all the time. I mean, like, I was nervous before, but now that we're back again, where he could possibly get me, it's terrifying. I got too comfortable. I think I need to, next episode, maybe go out and explore a little bit, just to get not comfortable anymore. To get rid of the comfortality? Comfort? I don't know. Just to be afraid. Oof. To get good again. I need to get good. And we're back. Now I can come place the skulk scrubber in here. Not in here, although I'll take those. Place it in here. Alrighty. Now it does go a lot faster than it does in the blast furnace, which is great. That is fantastic. And then with this, I can get 2 instead of just the 1, which is amazing. I think. I hope. Yes. 2 shards. If we go to the quest book, Echoes in the Void. Oh, and we get a brand new skulk scrubber. That's awesome. Okie dokie. Well, I think this might actually be the end of today's episode. No, Risk. No, it will not. Because it is time for me to announce our sponsor. Just kidding. I'm not that popular. But I have an issue. Hello, guys. This is me, Risk, after editing the video. And I have an issue. I don't like how this is running. This whole time, while I've been editing this and seeing how this is going, I don't like it. It is slow, but I know how to fix it up. So I went and I got all the right resources and all the blocks. I have them all right here. And I'm going to make this even better because I actually lose quite a bit of resources here from despawning. So we're going to fix this up. We're going to make this better. It's going to be a blast. Let's do this thing. So the first thing I need to do is to put 2 of... Ow! Okay. Okay, Buster. That hurts. Yep. Okay, I get it. I get it. Oh, speaking of fire, guess who burned down the library? Yeah, this happened. I guess fire went across and burned this all, which is amazing. Anywho. Okay, so right here I'm going to put these. Then I'll put the alchemy catalyst, and all these will both be generating. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I need... Whoops, daisy. I need these to be generating faster. And the reason why is because I'm changing this. I'm changing how this works. I'm swapping it out with an item vault. Because an item vault can actually hold more items than just the one on top. So I'm going to do that and that. So that'll start picking up and releasing. Now I'm going to set this as... We can come up here. I'm going to set this as any. I'm going to do 16. So now these will fill up and drop 16 at a time. Now, to make this go faster, I am going to simply break it and make it go seemingly slower, right? But the reason why is because I need to move it. Perfect. So then this will let out 16 at a time. These will crush them up, and as it goes, if it is bauxite, it will go out that way. And if it's iron, it'll come down this way, and it'll fill in, and I need to fill these up. Yep, I forgot about those. Hui! Overstressed. Okay. Well, that's a simple fix. Well, there we go. It's all fixed. I just had to add a couple water wheels and change the speed over there, but other than that, we are good to go. Perfect. Okie dokie. So it's filling up, which means now we are getting way more iron, way quicker. It's much more efficient. It looks a little bit cooler. I might come in and kind of make it look aesthetic, like build a wall or something. But as of right now, that seems to be working pretty well. Sweet. Okay. Alrighty. Now you can take it away yet again past Risk. And I think that brings us to the end of today's episode. We have gotten quite a bit done in the progress of the quest book, but I want to get to trees. I want to get to where I can just get infinite trees with the phytogenic insulator. But we still have a little ways to go. So, in the next episode, we're going to be continuing and hopefully getting the phytogenic insulator. Hopefully. We'll go for this empowerer, and then we'll go for creating some kind of forest. That'll be fun. But until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day and enjoy your week, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.